The sun rose over the quaint town of Pallet, casting a warm golden glow across the cobblestone streets. In a small cottage nestled in the heart of the town, a young boy named Kai stirred from his slumber. Today was a momentous day for him, for he was about to embark on a journey that would change his life forever. Kai rubbed the sleep from his eyes and peered out the window, where he saw two pairs of eager eyes staring back at him. They were his new Pokemon companions, Eevee and Pikachu, ready and raring to go on their new adventure. Kai got dressed and headed outside, where Eevee and Pikachu greeted him with wagging tails and cheerful chirps. As he stroked their fur and felt their energy, he felt a sense of excitement and anticipation bubbling within him. Together the trio set off on their journey, leaving behind the safety and comfort of their home to explore the vast world of Pokemon. As they walked through the town, they received warm wishes and good lucks from the townsfolk who knew of the adventures and challenges that lay ahead. As they exited the town and entered the lush green forest beyond, Kai felt a sense of exhilaration and wonder coursing through his veins. He knew that this journey would be filled with unexpected twists and turns, but he was ready to face them head-on with Eevee and Pikachu by his side. The forest was alive with the sounds of chirping birds, rustling leaves, and the occasional rustling of bushes. Eevee and Pikachu were fascinated by the new sights and sounds around them, stopping occasionally to sniff at a flower or inspect a fallen leaf. As they walked deeper into the forest, Kai felt a sense of trepidation and unease. He had heard stories of dangerous Pokemon and treacherous paths that lay ahead, but he pushed the thoughts aside, determined to face whatever challenges came their way. As the sun began to set, the trio found themselves at the edge of the forest, where they saw a vast and breathtaking landscape stretching out before them. Mountains, rivers, and valleys lay in the distance, waiting to be explored. With a sense of awe and wonder, Kai, Eevee, and Pikachu set off into the unknown, ready to face the challenges and adventures that lay ahead. The dense forest was shrouded in a thick veil of mist, giving it an eerie atmosphere. The trees loomed tall and ominous, casting long shadows on the ground. Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai cautiously made their way through the forest, their senses heightened by the strange surroundings. Suddenly, a group of trainers appeared from the shadows, their eyes gleaming with malice. They were all clad in black, their faces obscured by masks. Eevee and Pikachu bristled, sensing danger, while Kai tensed up. The trainers began to taunt them, laughing maniacally as they circled around them. "What do we have here? A little boy and his pathetic Pokemon? You're in for a world of hurt, kid." Kai stood his ground, his eyes narrowed in determination. "I won't let you harm my friends. We'll stop you no matter what it takes." The trainers snickered, their expressions turning darker. "You're making a big mistake, kid. We'll crush you like the bugs you are." With that, they unleashed their Pokemon, fierce creatures with sharp claws and glowing eyes. Eevee and Pikachu braced themselves, their hearts racing with adrenaline. The battle was intense, with both sides giving it their all. Eevee darted around, dodging the enemy's attacks and striking back with powerful moves. Pikachu was a blur of lightning, his electric attacks crackling through the air. Kai commanded them with precision, his voice steady and determined. Despite their best efforts, the battle was not going well. The enemy Pokemon were too powerful, too well trained. Eevee and Pikachu were beginning to tire, their moves becoming slower and weaker. Suddenly, one of the enemy trainers launched a surprise attack, catching Kai off guard. The trainers closed in, their eyes gleaming with victory. "You're finished, kid. Say goodbye to your precious Pokemon." Eevee and Pikachu bristled, sensing danger. They knew they had to act fast. With a fierce cry, they launched a combined attack, unleashing a powerful burst of energy that knocked the enemy trainers off their feet. In the chaos that followed, Eevee and Pikachu managed to escape, fleeing through the forest as fast as they could. As they ran, Eevee and Pikachu looked back, their hearts heavy with worry. They knew that they had made a powerful enemy, one that would stop at nothing to seek revenge. But they also knew that they had each other, and with their unbreakable bond, they could overcome any challenge that came their way. Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai continued their journey, traveling through rugged mountain paths and dense forests, meeting new Pokemon friends along the way. They had overcome their previous challenges, and felt invigorated by their recent victory over the rogue trainers. As they journeyed deeper into the region, they encountered new challenges that tested their skills and determination. They had to navigate treacherous terrains, cross raging rivers, and battle fierce Pokemon. Each obstacle strengthened their bond and made them even more determined to stop the evil forces that threatened the region. One day, they came across a small village nestled in a valley surrounded by steep hills. The village was inhabited by friendly and welcoming Pokemon, who offered them shelter and a warm meal. As they sat around the fire, Kai shared stories of their past adventures, and the Pokemon listened intently, marveling at their bravery and determination. But their peace was short-lived as they soon discovered that the village was in danger. A group of aggressive Pokemon had been terrorizing the villagers and causing havoc in the region. Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai knew that they had to act fast and save the village. They set out to find the source of the problem and soon discovered that the aggressive Pokemon were being controlled by a wicked trainer. The trainer was using a powerful device to control the Pokemon and force them to do his bidding. Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai knew that they had to stop the trainer and destroy the device before the village was destroyed. They launched a surprise attack on the trainer's hideout, using their wit and skill to overcome his Pokemon. The trainer was no match for Eevee and Pikachu's combined strength, and he was quickly defeated. They destroyed the device, freeing the controlled Pokemon from their trance, and the aggressive Pokemon were subdued. As they returned to the village, they were greeted with cheers and applause. The villagers were grateful for their bravery and thanked them for saving their home. Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai felt a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing that they had made a difference in the lives of those around them. As they continued their journey, they encountered more challenges and obstacles, but their bond grew stronger with each passing day. They knew that they had each other's backs, and that nothing could stop them as long as they had their unbreakable bond. The sun had just risen, casting a golden glow across the vast expanse of the region. Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai stood at the entrance of the abandoned factory, their hearts beating with anticipation and nerves. This was it. The final showdown with the group of trainers responsible for the chaos that had plagued the region for months. As they entered the factory, they were met with a chilling silence. The air was thick with tension, and the only sound was their footsteps echoing through the empty halls. They knew they had to tread carefully, as the trainers were known for their cunning and deceit. Suddenly they heard a faint rustling in the distance. They froze, their hearts racing as they readied themselves for the upcoming battle. The rustling grew louder, and they could hear the trainers' footsteps approaching. Without warning, the trainers appeared before them, their Pokemon at the ready. Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai stood their ground, their own Pokemon by their side. The battle began, and it was fierce. Pokemon clashed, cries echoed through the halls, and the factory shook with the force of the attacks. Eevee and Pikachu fought valiantly, their bond stronger than ever as they battled side by side. Kai, too, showed his determination and bravery, his eyes set on the goal of stopping the trainers' wicked plans. The trainers fought dirty, using every trick in the book to gain the upper hand. Eevee and Pikachu were injured, but they refused to give up. Kai was pushed to his limits, but he remained steadfast in his determination. As the battle reached its climax, a fierce lightning bolt struck the factory, illuminating the room with a blinding light. When the light dissipated, Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai emerged victorious. The trainers were apprehended and brought to justice, and peace was finally restored to the region. Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai emerged from the factory, battered and bruised, but victorious. Their bond was stronger than ever, having overcome numerous obstacles and challenges together. As they looked out at the peaceful landscape, they knew that their journey had not ended, but had merely begun. Together, they looked forward to new adventures and challenges, ready to face them head-on with their newfound strength and friendship. Eevee, Pikachu, and Kai emerged from their journey stronger than ever, their bond unbreakable. They stood at the top of a high cliff, overlooking the vast landscape that lay ahead of them. The sun was just rising, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange. The world felt new, as if it were waiting for them to discover its secrets. As they looked back on their journey, Memories flooded their minds, the battles they had fought, the Pokemon they had met, and the obstacles they had overcome. They had learned so much about themselves and each other. Their bond had grown stronger with every step they had taken together. Eevee and Pikachu nuzzled their heads against Kai's leg, grateful for everything he had done for them. Kai had been more than a trainer to them. He had been a friend, a confidant, and a mentor. They had learned so much from him, and he had learned from them too. Kai turned to Eevee and Pikachu, a small smile playing at the corners of his mouth. "Thank you," he said, his voice barely above a whisper, "for everything." Eevee and Pikachu nodded, their eyes shining with gratitude. They didn't need words to express how they felt. Their bond spoke for them. As they stood there, watching the world awaken, they knew that their journey had not ended. It had merely begun. They had seen only a small fraction of what the world had to offer, and they were eager to explore more. To face new challenges, to meet new Pokemon, and to form new bonds. They took one last look at the world behind them before turning their gaze forward. The road ahead was long, but they were ready for it. Together, they would face whatever challenges lay in their path, stronger than ever before. As they descended from the cliff, the sun rising higher into the sky, they felt a sense of excitement and anticipation. The world was waiting for them, and they were ready to discover all its secrets. With their bond unbreakable, they stepped forward into the unknown, eager to face whatever challenges lay ahead.